Once upon a time, a boy named Gopal, living in the city, was very disappointed with his life. The reason for his despair was that he was still doing nothing. His parents taunted him, saying, "All your friends are doing something or the other, but you are still sitting at home." He was often made fun of even among friends. When he went somewhere, people would ask him, "What are you doing?" He was too ashamed to tell them that he was not doing anything right now. Gradually, he stopped visiting relatives and meeting people. He used to sit in his house most of the time, weeping alone, cursing God, and blaming his fate. Now, he was finding his life a burden. Sometimes he would think, "When I am not capable of doing anything, then what is the use of being alive? I should die." One day, he was passing through a road in his town, and he saw a guru giving a discourse on sorrow. He sat behind in the same crowd and started listening to the guru's discourse. The guru was saying that sorrow is like a teacher who shows us the truth of life and teaches us how to live life properly. If you want, you can learn to live life from your teacher in the form of sorrow. And if you want, you can also sit and cry, drowning in that sorrow. Gopal was listening carefully to all these words of the guru, but he did not like these words of the guru. He stood up and said, "Sorrow does not go away by teaching anything. It goes away only by giving pain. The pain of sorrow is infinite. It seems nothing is going to happen after this. I'm not going to get anything. Even death seems small in front of this." The guru asked, "What is your sorrow?" Gopal told all his sorrows in front of the guru and asked, "Do you have any solution for this sorrow of mine?" Hearing this, the guru smiled and said, "Come to me on the day when there is real pain in your life. I will definitely solve your sorrow." Saying this, the guru left from there. Gopal thought, "Is my sorrow not true? Am I going through something small? No one can understand my sorrow. When my parents could not understand, how could the teacher understand?" Troubled by his sorrows, Gopal pondered his situation. Gopal made a decision that he would do something with his life. He started a small business, even though he wasn't initially successful. However, his family members were pleased that he was making an effort. He remained committed to his business and began to experience gradual success. Over the course of just 3 years, he transformed into a successful businessman. Many people started to appreciate and admire him, and even his family couldn't stop praising his achievements. He gained more friends day by day, and life became very satisfying. Some of his friends advised him to aim for even greater success, suggesting that becoming the biggest businessman in the city or the state would bring immense happiness and fame. They painted a picture of a life where even the king himself would seek his friendship and financial assistance when needed. This idea took root in Gopal's mind, and he became determined to amass wealth quickly. To achieve his goals, he engaged in improper practices. He borrowed large sums of money from friends, adulterated his goods to maximize profits, and even plotted against fellow merchants, intimidating them. He was following his friend's advice and, indeed, he earned more money using these methods. However, this pursuit of wealth took a toll on his peace of mind. Despite having all the trappings of happiness, he found no real contentment in his life. Sleepless nights became the norm for him. One day, while on a journey in his cart, he passed by the guru's ashram. He decided to stop and visit the guru, sharing his deep dissatisfaction. He told the guru about his sleepless nights and the lack of peace in his life. The guru, recognizing that Gopal had faced sorrow and learned from it before, asked him what he had learned from his earlier experience with sorrow. Gopal replied that he had learned that mere thinking and worrying would not bring about the realization of his dreams. He understood that merely working is not enough. It's crucial to see your work through to completion, no matter how many obstacles or disappointments you encounter. Even when it seems like nothing will happen in the future, maintain the belief that your efforts will lead to success. People respect successful individuals, so you should persist. The guru smiled and responded, "This is not real sorrow. When genuine sorrow enters your life, come to me and I will help you." When Gopal left, he presented a pot filled with gold coins to the guru. The guru, however, instructed him to bury it under a tree. Following the guru's guidance, Gopal buried the pot and left. Over time, Gopal's business prospered, but his unethical practices eventually led to losses, and he found himself in debt. When he turned to his friends for help, they not only demanded repayment of their loans, but also threatened him. Gopal's well-wishers and friends distanced themselves, and even his family counted his mistakes and shortcomings. His property was auctioned, and he had nothing left. Desperate, he asked his father for assistance, but his father had nothing more to offer. Feeling betrayed and broken, Gopal contemplated suicide, believing death was his only escape. He returned to the Guru, shared his woes, and implored the Guru to alleviate his suffering. The Guru inquired about the lessons Gopal had learned from his sorrow. Gopal acknowledged that people who enter our lives due to success might abandon us in times of adversity. He had learned to trust those who stand by us in failure, even though such individuals are rare. He also realized the importance of honesty, patience, and avoiding greed. After sharing his experiences and sorrows, Gopal sat before the Guru with tears in his eyes. The Guru, after some contemplation, dug up the pot of gold coins from beneath the tree and handed it to Gopal. The Guru reiterated that Gopal should return when he faced real sorrow in life. Gopal thanked the Guru and departed. The message here is that Gopal initially found happiness as a small businessman, but later succumbed to greed and unethical practices, leading to his downfall. He learned valuable life lessons through his trials and tribulations. Life took another turn for Gopal when he lost both his parents on the same day. Their passing left him deeply distraught. He performed their last rites and witnessed the destruction of their property and belongings. Gopal's father, who had fiercely fought for his property, was now gone, leaving Gopal feeling lost. He approached the Guru for guidance. The Guru reminded him that death is inevitable for all, regardless of age. Gopal left with these thoughts in his mind, but his restlessness and emptiness persisted. He pondered the meaning of life, unable to find answers to his questions. This passage demonstrates the complexities of life and the human experience, emphasizing the inevitability of death and the search for meaning and contentment. After some time, Gopal returned to the Guru and expressed his profound sadness, explaining that he was unable to discern his purpose or identity in this world. The Guru, hearing this, smiled and acknowledged that Gopal was now experiencing true sorrow for the first time. This, the Guru explained, is the genuine sorrow, the existential anguish of not knowing who we are, why we are here, and how to navigate life's journey. Gopal implored the Guru to alleviate this sorrow, and the Guru continued to impart his wisdom. He emphasized that while people throughout life collect material possessions such as money, property, honor, respect, family, friends, and enemies, none of these worldly acquisitions can be taken with them when they depart this life. The Guru went on to explain that what truly needs to be collected in this world is one's self. He emphasized the importance of self-discovery and inner unity. He explained that we often become fragmented within ourselves, torn apart by love, hate, anger, jealousy, and countless other emotions and attachments. These divisions lead to a scattered consciousness, robbing us of the ability to recognize and unite with our true selves. The Guru elaborated on the concept of inner unity, highlighting that people dwell on external desires, such as wealth, power, prestige, and respect, which are ultimately insatiable and unfulfilling. He emphasized the need to collect one's self, to turn one's energy inward, to pay attention to the self, and to know oneself before the arrival of death. Gopal inquired if he should leave everything behind, including desires and wealth. The Guru explained that desires and wishes arise uncontrollably in a scattered mind, much like a stone falling from a mountain, which the mountain cannot restrain. When one's consciousness is scattered, desires cause turmoil, dissatisfaction, and loss. However, when a person becomes collected and unified, desires emerge from their own will, under one's control. The Guru advised Gopal to release his desires, give up the pursuit of wealth, and relinquish hopes for respect. He urged Gopal to gather himself and withdraw his energy from the external world. The ultimate solution to sorrow, the Guru asserted, is to collect oneself and gain self-awareness. Gopal was deeply moved by the Guru's teachings and realized that his true sorrow had been alleviated. The Guru's guidance illuminated the path to inner unity and self-realization, offering Gopal a profound understanding of life's purpose. You're very welcome. and I'm glad you found the story meaningful. The Guru explained to Gopal that there's a significant amount of energy and power within the human body, but it often gets wasted on trivial and useless pursuits. It's like giving a powerful machine to a child who doesn't know how to control or use it properly. The Guru advised Gopal to focus on harnessing and collecting the power of his consciousness. With his questions answered and newfound insight, Gopal expressed his gratitude to the Guru and left in silence. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I appreciate your engagement on this journey of embracing simplicity and discovering the true essence of life. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask.